is this place?
Where am I?
When is this?
Who are you?
Why are you here?
What am I?
Why am I here?
What are you?
What are you?
Why am I here?
What am
Why
I?
are you here?
Who are you?
What is
Where
this?
am
What is
I?
this
Who am
place?
I?
What happened?
In your darkest hour, do you not look for a warm helping hand? Or perhaps you feel as though you do not deserve to be rescued? As your mind teeters on the edge of fear, dancing around the unthought, without warning, it strides in. Why? You ask, as your own mind takes the step, headlong into the one place you dare never approach. The nostalgic ache rings from the empty walls. You remember nothing.
Smell of piss.
Ruined it.
Just.
Yes.
You're going to really regret that at the end of this campaign. You remember nothing. You remember never being alone. The tunnel peels back, and the witch sits within a warm room. There is a glowing red rock underneath her table, and the scent of freshly brewing tea. She says, "Hello, dearies. You look tired. Let's have a sip of tea."
I hold up the dried leaves, vine things I've been carrying around for
I was
8
carrying
hours.
them. I gave you a break.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Well, then I will gesture to them because they're tied to the staff. That's right. We found the vines you were looking for.
Her eyes widen and she sort of shuffles around the table and holds her hands out, palms up.
And I will unwrap the bit of my cloak that was tying them on, and I'll kind of hand them over to her, and then I'll put my cloak back on.
She takes them and moves back around the table, kind of shuffling. She is walking in here. She isn't floating around. She's actually shuffling about on the ground. She places the vines against one of the walls and then begins to take down some drying vines that look like the same thing from above the area, cracking bits of them and placing them into the boiling, this very small little boiling pot. You guys step inside.
Yeah. I don't think I really... I maybe hesitate for just a moment, but I don't think I know exactly how to articulate what I'm feeling. But I'm very tired and I'm very hungry.
I think after the last encounter, I am definitely more hesitant. And I think I will look to see if anyone is trying to ambush us or anything along those lines. It's more like somebody about to step out from the shadows and shoot me. I because this just happened, like what, an hour ago?
Yeah. Not even.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Both?
If you are both doing it.
Yeah.
Or both feeling the same way.
An 8.
Doesn't look like there's anyone in the shadows. The room is not very big. There really isn't particularly massive shadows in here. You can see, even from just outside of the sort of makeshift entranceway that appeared in front of you. Basically every corner of this room. It's kind of circular in shape. It's kind of spherical in shape, in fact, with a flat bottom. You can see the walls, you can see, and it's very well lit in here compared to the previous caverns that you've been through. There's a single glowing red rock underneath the table, and then there are a few little nodes on the walls that are naturally sprouted out, that are creating a little bit of light as well. It really does just look like only her in here. Doesn't seem like there's any obvious traps.
I'm also exhausted and hungry, and I think it's just a quick cursory glance. I'm a little hesitant, but I think my exhaustion and hunger overrides it. So I'll follow in.
Yeah, you guys step inside, and behind you, the wall closes, turns back in on itself, and seals over, and you're just in this kind of dome with the witch. The witch begins stirring this tiny little pot, little black pot, and every now and then you see her produce a flame from her hands in a very similar way to the way that River might do it, just to give the water inside a little more oomph, a little more heat. Doesn't say anything to you guys. What do you do?
And it looks like there is a place to maybe sit.
Yeah, there's a little table.
Okay. Yeah.
A couple of it's like a little, very small, rudimentary bench, stools, and seating places around it.
Again, I think I understand, the concepts of like setting the table or hospitality, or that I should offer to get the tea set out, but I don't think that is anything that remotely comes to the top of my mind at all. So I will just move over and then sit on the bench and run my hands over the tops of my knees and kind of just rest. Not soaking wet for once.
I will say thank you, and I will sit. Is this your home?
Well, in as much as anywhere is.
Is this place safe?
Oh, I don't think anywhere's safe.
I noticed the pink flowers on the way in. Those are the ones you told us to avoid.
Yes, you don't want to be eating those.
I will have a seat.
Can we help you prepare that at all?
She turns for the first time and looks at you, kind of one eye wider than the other, and says, "Can you?"
Perhaps. And again, I rub my palms over my knees and stand back up. And I look at what she's doing very curiously. I think even though my muscles are aching and I am exhausted, the curiosity drives me forward. Maybe I can learn something new. Maybe it will teach me about what this place is, or how things work here, or how to keep Caspian and I safe in the future. So I step forward and I try to see if I understand what she's doing.
Okay, you can give me, I guess, an investigation check first. She is really just brewing like a soup, it looks like. There's a couple of vines, there's some leaves, a couple of different colors moving around in this thing. There's a sort of a deep blue at the center, and as it moves out towards the edges, it shifts to a lighter green. It seems to be holding in terms of its color, and you're watching for a moment. She brings the fire up on her hand. The colors for a moment all shift to sort of a deep hue of red, and then they turn back to the blue and green. What she's doing to you, it doesn't make sense. I mean, it probably makes about as much sense as it sounds like it does.
All right. I guess I reach my hand out and I look at her first, kind of for permission before I attempt to do anything. If I try, will it go wrong?
Will what go wrong, dearie?
I would like to try.
Try and
With
what?
your permission. And I will, I'm going to use my elementalism cantrip where you can like beckon fire forward and stuff to try to recreate what she did with her hand. Because it looked to me like she was like heating it up and also moving the water. I can only do one at a time. So I think that I would like to just maybe visually try to bring fire into my hand, and then I struggle with how to do the colors and things that, I mean, I can do that technically with thaumaturgy, but it won't do anything. So I think there's moments where maybe I'm trying to add colors in with that, and then I'm struggling, and then I just look at her and I say, I can either heat it, move the water, or add the colors. But if I do the colors, it means nothing. It's just an illusion.
Yes.
What are you doing?
Well, without context, any brewing or cooking or baking doesn't really mean much. Just chaos with ingredients. He glances back at Caspian and back to you and says,
Is that true? Do you really believe that? I mean,
He looks you up and down and says, I rather think it's apt. You are empty.
but I may be without context for myself and my life, but this moment means something. This respite. I'm tired. I'm hungry. I haven't felt safe. This matters.
Well, I rather wondered if you knew what I was brewing. Perhaps you had recalled. Perhaps you knew. Perhaps you would never know. She produces a flame in her hands and places it to the side of the pot again, the colors changing. She says, fire for the boiling, water for extracting. And then she points upwards above you, and there's dried plants sort of hanging down from the ceiling and along the walls. Then she points to the sort of cracks in the walls where there is life constantly moving, and just sort of vines are slowly moving around. Every now and then a leaf will sprout and then shrink again. And she says, plant spirits combining the preparation is a dialogue It's not about ingredients, how long you heat it up, and by how much, in as much as it is knowing what to do, who to speak with, and how.
And do you speak with the others?
Which others, dearie?
Back there. They tried to hurt us.
Yes, the volcano. Cultists.
Cultists.
Monks in their own right. She kind of looks you up and down. I speak to them from time to time. Yes.
But they do not come here. Why?
Well, they rarely travel too far from their own cavern. If they do, it is only to search for more of their things. The pods, perhaps some food, kelp. Here, and she looks up around her room and says, here is not where you found it.
As in the room fucking moves. What? A look of confusion crosses my features a little bit, but I lean forward and I try to smell what she's making. Because she suggested I would remember it.
Yeah, give me a
or know it.
perception check.
Yeah. Sorry, Wack.
You mentioned those pods.
11.
What are they?
Bitter remnants of old nodes. It kind of nods up towards the small red nodules that are on the walls. The smell is quite overpowering. To lean over and take in a full sniff of this thing, and it's relatively unpleasant. It's very earthy, very woody. There's a bitterness to it, and it's got that smell of if you burn greens.
Yeah.
And it's that kind of a smell. Slight soury vinegar-like scent on there as well, but it's just a very thick plant heavy smell. Very sour. It sticks to your nose and throat. He smirks at you, looks back to Caspian.
Why do you drink this?
It's the closest thing I can find that reminds me of home.
Home? Where is that for you?
Good question. I suppose it depends on where we are right now. But home as I remember it. It was a pleasant solitude. A small island, all of my own, covered in the plant life. She says, "Where was home for you?"
My home is no longer. I am all that remains.
She looks at you, kind of cocks her head a little bit, and then she looks back to River. "What about you?"
The word farm comes to mind. I know there was love there. I know that it was fulfilling until it wasn't anymore. And in the end, it wasn't enough.
She looks at some of the trinkets that are on the walls. It's not all just vines and plant life. One of the things is a jar, a very cloudy looking liquid. There's like an indistinct shape inside, kind of hard to make out. And she taps on it a couple of times. She says, "Didn't change color."
Was it supposed to?
Well, nothing is supposed to do anything. That's something that they impose on you when you're
Were you
young.
expecting it to? Which clearly you were.
I wondered. He points to
What
the
does it
jar
mean?
and says, "Oh, that's the memory I lost in there."
In the jar? How do you know?
I know a great many things, dearie. More than those louts at the beginning of the cavern. Much more than the fire crazies.
I suspect that's why most of them fear you.
That's not why they fear me. She looks down at the
Wait, that actually just fucking scared the shit out of me.
She looks down at the pot and says, "There, I think it's ready." And she just grabs it, this boiling pot of water, with her hands and lifts it up and brings it around and sets it down on the middle of the table. She finds 3 little clay cups. They're not really cups, they're almost like small little bowls, the type of thing that you would hold in 2 hands, cup in 2 hands, and she puts one in front of Caspian, one where River had originally sat down, and one on the other side of the table. She sort of intends for you to sit on the other side of the table from her, River. She sits in front of Caspian, but kind of towards the middle.
Yeah, I'll sit down where it looks like I'm probably a little clumsy with it, but I do sit down where she sets an empty thing down.
She says, "Would you like me to pour, or would you like to?" And she says that to Caspian.
Does it make a difference?
This little fucking tea party. Sorry.
Well, perhaps you have customs of your own.
If I do, I do not remember them.
Yes, but perhaps by doing it, you may remember some. I've noticed sometimes it's through action. Mine come back.
Yes, that makes sense. I will pour my own tea.
She pushes her cup towards you.
I take the tea and I pour.
You pour some for River.
No. River just said that.
Okay.
Well, River just said that pouring
Yeah.
for yourself might be
Mhm.
a custom.
Mm-hmm. 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 So, but I think I definitely am expecting that, just only because you just did it for her as well, the witch as well. And then when I realized that you're not
I
going to
didn't
do
pour
that,
it for the witch. I poured it for myself.
I thought you poured it for the witch as well.
I didn't know if she
That's
was
what he just
passing me the
asked.
cup just because.
Yes. Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
she was just
He-
giving me
Yeah.
a cup.
She
No.
wanted you to pour for her, the witch.
Oh, she.
The witch
She
pushed
set her
her
cup in front of
over
you.
towards
Yeah.
you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to make a roll to see if I understand what that means. Like, I just assumed that she was giving me the cup so that I could have a drink.
Well, you'd have two cups then, because you already have a cup.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
You poured your
sorry.
cup,
You
and then
poured
she
yours.
I
pushed
missed
hers
that
out.
part.
Yeah.
I missed that part.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, if she pushed her cup over to me, I think I would have probably poured hers first. Then I would have looked towards River.
Yeah.
And said,
Okay.
And then I
And
would
then-
have said, "Do you want me to pour yours?"
If we think it will help, and then I kind of push it forward.
I'll pour tea for everybody.
All right.
The liquid in the pot is blue with the green edges. As you pour it for the witch, it comes out and it is red in the cup. As you pour it for River, it comes out and it's red in the cup. But as you pour it for yourself, it comes out and it sort of stays a deep blue.
It changed color.
What
And I
does
wasn't
this mean?
expecting it to. No idea.
And neither do I.
But it's interesting.
That it is, dearie. She
And
lifts
I
her
kind
cup
of
up
get up
in
and
two
lean over.
hands
Yeah.
and
Yeah, I'm like lifting up a little bit and leaning over to.
She holds it forward,
look.
like it's not
Yeah.
like she's trying to touch your cups, but she holds it to
Yeah.
the center of the table with her hands out, palm up.
And do ours look the same?
What do you mean?
Like
The-
if I
the-
hold my cup up close to hers, almost like we're gonna cheers, but obviously not that. It's just so that everyone who's curious can lean in and look and compare
Yeah,
the cups. But on
yours
closer
look
inspection, are ours identical or?
pretty much.
Yeah, with that red. Okay, interesting. And I say as such. Curious. Ours are the same.
He looks towards Caspian, cup still held to the center of the table.
I have a glance. Mine is blue.
My eyes move to your cloak and then down to mine. But I don't say anything. After a moment, I look back to the witch. Did you wake up here like we did?
She looks at you and says, It's a good question. I've never really known.
Can you not remember?
She glances towards the jar and then she lifts the cup up and she takes a sip. She says, I think maybe you added something to this, dearie. Looks towards you, River. She says, Breathe deep. Each breath is a bridge between this world and the next.
Curiosity takes hold again, and I immediately do what she says. I look at the obviously I have nothing to compare it to because I didn't have it before, but I'm curious that I did something and I didn't realize. So I hold the cup up close and I will close my eyes and take a deep breath. And then another.
Take a sip. As you sip, she says, you are a bridge from one to the next.
From one what to the next what?
He smiles at you and then looks to Caspian.
I do not understand, but I am hungry. I don't know where we can find food.
Well, the water carries memory. Drink. Let it flow through you.
Is it safe?
Nothing is safe.
Is the same curiosity that drove the... And I fumble for a minute before saying cultists. They wanted us to drink something too.
What they drink is similar, but it is the purpose that changes.
They looked sick. Will
Context.
this make us sick?
It won't make you sick. Not like they are sick. It may make you sick in a different way. You wish for me to speak comfort, to assure you that everything will be all right. Is that what you desire?
My desire is to follow the will of the Leviathan, my destiny.
Well, that old lunk, and she kicks the floor. We're all following him now. So, you've already done that part. Your destiny, if there is such a thing, it matters not what I say. Whether you seek assurance or knowledge, when it comes to drinking this tea, we shall all have different experiences. On the one
That is my
hand,
destiny. Before she finishes, I start drinking.
she looks at you and nods. And she says, In silence, you are never alone. The echoes remember you. And the room starts to spin and swirl a little bit as the tea starts to take hold.
Oh,
And you start
my
to feel a
God.
little dizzy and a little
Let's
woozy.
go.
Some of the plants start to sort of curl and twist, but they're not really moving. They're just turning in on themselves. Some of the walls feel like they're expanding and then kind of contracting. There's a sense of deep breathing to this room for a moment. The pulse of the red light intensifies as the room expands and then contracts. The two of you unlock a couple of memories. And this is a good
Essentially three,
chance for us to welcome everyone to the show. Welcome to Unknown. This is our Friday show in which my two players were given blank character sheets. Their characters woke up in a wet tunnel with no idea where they were, what they were doing.
Inside a dragon. I'm convinced.
And the only way that they can unlock the different things on their sheets is by spinning a wheel. How do you spin this wheel? They scream in the chat room. Well, that is done by the very generous Fates. That's you. You can tip using one of the links going through the chat or underneath the stream. There's a link to it as well. And those tips will fill up this bar above my head. And every now and then throughout the night, we'll get to a point where you, where I will pause the session and your characters will unlock some memories, which is essentially unlocking parts of their character sheet. I have something wrong with my throat, and it's perfect for playing an old lady who talks like this. But when I'm actually speaking in my own voice, it is so difficult because I need to cough and clear my throat all the time. So if you're wondering why I sound like I'm going to cry, that's why.
No, he's actually just going to cry and he's trying to cover it right now.
I cried at an episode of Star Trek today, so it could happen. Yeah. Let's spin the wheel.
Yep.
And just as a reminder, we can still unlock another thing if you start tipping now.
Yeah.
Wax.
So that is
feats.
true. Hell yeah.
Didn't we already do wax feet? Wasn't this already a meme?
Don't do it. Oh, I was like, holy shit, dude. If you're about to put your bare foot up here. Oh.
What did we do for the feet? Whack. Do you remember when we...
Lotion.
Are you...
Sorry.
I don't know if lotion's gonna help my calluses.
I
Let's
think
see.
Maybe
you
your
already
cheese
have
grater?
all of your feeds, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh, unless it's...
So I unlocked Tavern Brawler unless I have more.
Ah, okay. I will be right back.
Yeah, I think... I'm sure we did this because there was a meme. You remember?
I mean, I try to avoid remembering memes whenever possible, but I do remember. I mean, I wrote it down. Everything I've written down in my biography that I've gotten.
I feel like we did feats because all of your feats come from background, species,
or the ability score leveling.
Yeah. So I think we'll spin again.
Okay. No feet for you, chat.
No feats.
That's why you got the sock.
PB's traits. She's AFK. Is she AFK or just standing up? AFK.
No one can really tell.
Well, this is a great time for Whack to shill.
That's right, everyone. If you would like to help keep the lights on here in Tablestory, one of the best ways you can do that is to tip right goddamn now. If you tip right now, you can unlock more spins of the wheel, and we can learn more about our characters and potentially keep us alive a little bit longer. And that's both in-game and out of game. That's right. This is the main way that we help keep the lights on here at Tablestory and help keep myself, Brad, and PB, alive. So if you want to help keep us alive, that would be great. You can send us over some tips. It is the main way that we pay for our shows, for various music and art, and it is, the way that we keep the channel going. So if you want to keep the channel going, that's one of the ways that you can help us out.
Wait, PB already has her traits. Did I reset this wheel?
Whoever's in charge of this wheel is just...
It's just helping me clear it out, keeping us blue balled. I'm spinning it again.
Okay.
Whack eyes.
I'm just waiting for him to be like, your eyes are blue, and then your eyes are green.
Would you like to say it, PB?
No, because I don't know which color they are.
Yes, you do.
I want you to say it.
Whack, your eyes are blue.
But they're not. They're green.
Spinning again. Here we go. How many have we got? 3.
He said the thing.
PB's con score.
Oh, thank fuck. Let's go, baby.
Your con score, River, is 8.
What? Okay. It's already 8, so nothing changes. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Correct, nerd.
Yep. Amazing. All right.
All right.
We should have one more.
One more. One more.
Unless the fates wouldn't
go crazy
Okay.
right now.
unlock. Yep. Now's
Whack.
the time to go fucking crazy.
Background. Don't you already have this too?
I do not.
Oh. Wait, what do you have?
Background is a key thing that I have been missing.
Oh, yeah, okay. You have the sailor background.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so you can add the sailor background. Obviously, you get the feat Tavern Brawler from that. You get skill proficiencies from it, but you don't get them. You get tool proficiency, which you've already got, I think, for Navigator's tools. Then you get a bunch of ability
So
score
my
changes. and
stats
stuff.
aren't unlocked.
Your stats don't change, but you do know you get the sailor background. Which says in the book, you lived as a seafarer, wind at your back and decks swaying beneath your feet. You've perched on bar stools in more ports of call than you can remember, faced mighty storms and swapped stories with folk who live beneath the waves. Now, did I need to read any of that out? No. Because does it apply
Yes.
to your character? Not necessarily, because it's a sailor and we know what that word means. But just for the sake of, I read it out for PB's character, read it out for yours as well. So, you have a sailor
question.
background. Yeah,
The proficiencies are separate.
correct.
Okay.
So it will force you to, I think, put them on. You just have to unclick them.
Acrobatics and perception. Yeah.
Yeah. Uncheck them. Your proficiencies are all set. Thank you for
Holy
the
shit.
thank you for the tips, everyone.
Thank you, everybody.
And yeah, as we progress throughout the evening, we will unlock more things on these sheets with those tips. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. The room around you shifts and changes a little bit. You feel a sort of slight woozy sensation. There's almost a slight sort of sickness to your stomach. Kind of like a travel sickness kind of feeling for a moment. And then you begin to feel more yourself again. There's a sense that the tea is still very much in your system, but this gives you the effect of a long rest. You are...
Whoa.
I think you already kind of had a rest, but you get... you're healed, your spells recover, and you can recover a point of exhaustion as well. I think you're both 1, exhaustion 1.
Yes, yeah.
The tea refreshes you. It also makes you feel full. You feel as though you have had a full meal, and you feel nourished by it as well.
Ow. Don't drink the water. Except you.
Yeah. That was a different show, I think.
Yeah, maybe.
Was it?
You think?
I didn't want to rip it off too much.
I actually think you're doing the same thing. It's just it matters in reverse or something like that. Like I feel like it has the same metaphor, but I don't know. We're not talking theories yet. Sorry. Please
We will.
continue.
Yeah, I mean, a sort of indescribable amount of time passes. The two of you experience it in a strange, shifting manner. You recognize that you're talking to one another. You're talking to the witch. You recognize that you're moving around the room. We maybe see like River running a hand through the dry kelp that's hanging down. We see Caspian kind of turning around very lively, almost like a dance, but more like his dexterous, monkish moves, and then running a hand across the walls, dry in
Flossing.
here, doing a full floss, and the sensation of time passing happens, but the memory of that time is confused and dislodged. You don't really recall much of how it feels. If you have ever taken a lot of drugs in one evening, you'll know how this feels. The next closest thing would certainly be being very drunk, and you have that kind of like memory the next day. It sort of flashes like JPEGs. It's like someone showing you a bunch of pictures in your own memory of just like random moments and little flashes and pieces of the evening before.
I'm so sorry to interrupt this train of thought, but
Okay,
I
you've
don't
done it twice.
say this right now.
Yeah.
I'm going to forget.
Mm-hmm.
I thought about this and I wanted to get your opinion. Should I make myself level 2 and put Barbarian 1 for my second level?
Oh yeah.
Fully expected you
Yeah,
to
do
mean
that.
that and ask something totally unrelated to the show entirely. Like
really
I've
proud
been
of
meaning
him.
to ask you and get your opinion. What do you think I should do with
Very
my beard?
What do you think is average with dick size?
I would have probably replaced him for next week, to be honest. You get 3 per week.
Okay.
Interruptions on this one after non-canon.
I mean,
You
after
used-
what you
you
motherfuckers
used-
did to me on...
No.
Defend the
I
Gates.
was
Yeah.
completely well
Yeah.
within my right, and you both
I-
know it.
It's fine. I've been the shit disturber. I'm sorry, but I can't for this show.
But yeah, Wank, you can be level 1 barbarian and just sort of just do your best to hack the sheet. I know it's annoying. After the time sort of passes here with the that sort of sensation, Caspian, you are sat in the corner of one of these rooms. There isn't really corners, but you're kind of sat against one of the walls. Legs pulled up, arms comfortably draped across your knees, staring upwards as you sort of feel, it's almost like a sensation of returning to consciousness from a sleep. The witch is sat next to you, awkwardly. Her old form just relaxed and sitting next to you. She hasn't got her legs pulled up, but she's sitting cross-legged next to you. And she says, "So, if you loved someone, would you give up your happiest memory of them to see them once more? Let's look at it this way. If you were given a choice, forget the memory, but never speak to them again, or keep the memory, but never see them again, what would you choose?"
Keep the memory. My eyes move over to the hanging jar of her memory and then back to her.
She's just sort of
Context.
looking at Caspian, eyes dilated,
Yeah.
very relaxed.
Well, I actually don't even know if
What
I'm
do
in
you-
this conversation. Am
You're
I
kind
even
of
near
not.
you guys?
No, you're floating
Okay,
around on
sorry,
the
my
other side
bad.
of the room.
My bad.
What do you mean, see them again?
Oh well. Perhaps they've gone away. Perhaps they've died. Perhaps
Do you
you've
mean
died.
that you can bring them back?
Well, let's say you can see them again for one day.
I am absolutely lost in thought for too long. And then eventually I say, "No, I do not think so."
River, you're laying on the table, legs dangling off of one side, head looking up at the center of the hanging, crisscrossed kelp and drying vines above. Every now and then a red node pulses a little light, almost kind of like red stars. Next to you, the witch is doing the same, but with her legs dangling off the other end of the table. Caspian is dancing around in the background. The witch says, "If you loved someone, would you sacrifice a part of yourself to bring them back?"
Yes.
You're not here. You're floating around in a drugged up haze.
I think that would depend. I would need more answers. Come back from what? Do they want to come back? Do I know they want to come back? Can they come back safely? Will they be in pain?
Good questions.
If you love someone, you prioritize them.
So would you run the risk if you had no answers?
Yes, I would.
There's another kind of moment, and The two of you are back at the table, sitting there with empty cups. The witch is now floating around the table, the way that you first saw her, kind of just a few inches off of the ground. She's picking things up and replacing them, and she says, "At first, as blanks, you arrive and recall nothing. Then you recover muscle memories and physical pieces of yourselves, intellectual memories, like skills. Some recover items and clothing and spells and the like. But last, always last, come your true memories. Moments of your lives, the people, the places, the times." She stops for a moment in front of that jar, falls silent, and then she spins around and says, "Part of my skill set here is to move energy, exchange spirit, if you'd like. You may permanently lose a part of yourself that you have recovered, remembered. In exchange, I will grant the other a part of themselves from their life, a memory, a flash, a moment, an episode of your autobiography. Sometimes it helps those along the way to remember themselves. Those that become lost are often lost down here, purposeless. The choice is yours. To wander these tunnels with only half of yourself is, I think, a fate worse than death." Sort of floats around and sits on the other side of the table.
And was this offer made to both of us?
Yep.
Or just Caspian?
She's
Okay.
sitting in front of both of you, looking between the two of you.
And I'm so sorry to ask you to repeat this. To clarify again, it is something we have unlocked, essentially, mechanically,
You basically
for
exchange a mechanical unlock for...
for a narrative one.
Yeah.
For the other person, though, not for us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would ask you. I look at River. Please do not give up any of yourself for me.
Why not?
Because this is all that I know. I do not want to lose any of what you are.
Do you think I'm the same being that you woke up next to? Have I really changed that much?
I don't know. But I do not wish for you to sacrifice part of yourself for me.
I think sacrifice might be too strong a word.
We
Think
seem
about it
to
like
be,
this. Go ahead.
We seem to be learning who we are
No.
as time passes.
No. Who we were at one time, maybe. But who we are has been the same since we opened our eyes.
I do not know if I know the difference.
I feel the difference. Most of the time when I remember who I was, I don't have the context. I know that I left a family behind. I think I know why, but I don't know the specifics. And I can feel sad, but it's not the same as if I had the context. It's almost like it happened to another person entirely.
But you do
And
not
so in that
know.
way-
You do not know if we will ever recover this.
No, I don't. And that's okay. I would like to learn more, but I find I'm more curious about where I am now in the world around me now than I am about who I was in another time or how I even got here. If it is important to you, I don't mind an exchange.
I cannot tell you who to be and what you wish to be. But I ask you to consider that I do not wish for you to give something up for me. That is my desire.
All right. I guess I'm trying to tell you that this is enough for me.
Very well. Do you want me to do this for you?
No, that's what I meant. I like seeing the world in a new light. I like that I can provide light, and I hold out my palm and make a little flame. I've learned discovering what I was capable of more than what I did. And I've learned I am capable of much. And so I think I am, and you are too, capable of rediscovering whoever we were if that's what we put our mind to. With or without an exchange.
And I look towards Xenia. That was her name, right? Xenia?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And I I say, I do not think that we require this.
Is that what you have done? And I point to the jar with her memory in it.
She smiles at both of you and says, how about some palm readings? And she thrusts out both of her hands towards the two of you.
As in, she wants us to read her palm, or she wants us to hand her?
She wants you to hand her a palm.
I tilt my head for a moment and my eyebrows bend, or at least where my eyebrows would be bend. And then I parse what she's saying and the meaning and the, I understand what that means. But again, I have no memory of ever having that done or any further context. And then I will extend my hand. Ever curious?
She says, she sort of grabs your hand and pulls it over to the other side of the table, turns it in the light, and says, life, head, heart, fate. Which one calls out to you?
Life.
Oh, good, because you're missing one of them. And she pulls your hand closer and says, this one. She runs a finger around the line that sort of curves around your thumb. She says, this is your vitality, your stamina, your life force. It's very weak. She glances at your con score and says, Still, I suspect you know this already, but you like to explore. That's your life force, I think. Roll me a d4. One. You get whatever your hit die is. What is your hit dice?
Ooh, I don't know, because I
D8
do
for
have my
cleric.
level.
D8 for a cleric.
Yep.
Yeah.
Roll me a d8 plus 7.
I thought you got your level last week.
I did.
Did.
That's what I said. I got my level. That's why he
Oh.
said plus 7.
Yeah.
11.
11.
11.
You gain that many temporary hit points.
Ooh.
Goes in the little TMP part. Sheet. She says, Interesting. Running a hand across some of the other lines on your hand, she curls your fingers into your palm.
Is this the first person to touch me other than Caspian?
Maybe.
I think so. Okay. Sorry, please continue.
Unless getting struck by an attack counts.
Yeah, I mean, you've been sort of jostled around.
I meant skin to skin, but... Or even just a gentle touch.
Yeah.
That's okay.
She curls your
I'm in love.
fingers into your hand and then gently pushes it away and then holds out her hands towards you, Caspian.
What did you say the options were?
Life, head, heart, fate. You have all four.
Fate.
Knew it, man.
She pulls
He's
your
obsessed with it.
hand over. She grabs sort of like your hand.
The
as-
first things that came up for me.
two
Yep.
two of your fingers on with each hand and drags it forward and lifts it and turns your hand into the light. Then she sort of cups the underpart of your hand and runs a finger up the line that runs along the center of your palm. It's extremely faint, but it's there. And she says, destiny, fate. Roll me a d2.
Two.
I foresee fortune for you. There are a great many memories yet to be made. She holds onto your hand and says, "What is your name?"
She's given us her name.
Yep.
I don't think I know what the significance is yet, but I know
Oh,
that
we kind of talked
were-
about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
About the significance.
Caspian.
She glances at you, glances around the room, and then curls your fingers into your palm and says, "I think your fate is more within your control than you give this old lunk credit." And she kicks the ground and pushes the hand away from you. You gain an inspiration point. She stands up and floats away from you and runs a hand across the wall and says, "This old thing." And then she she runs a hand across the wall as if you might across a big animal. Sort of starts to stroke the inside of the cavern wall, and she says, "This old lunk. The key at this stage for both of you is to keep moving. You've come too far now to go back. Hector won't welcome you. The cultists will try and kill you. And as much as I've enjoyed your company, you can't stay here. You must press on." She sort of floats around again and says, "The tunnels beyond here are what I refer to as the Grey. Even I don't like going there. It saps one's strength. But on the other side of the Grey, it's quite nice. Certainly a nicer place than here. I'd live there if I wasn't such a fan of peace and solitude."
Have you been there before?
I rather think there isn't a place I haven't been.
I will kind of nod and start to get up. I think I was laying down on a table, and then we were sitting up for a palm reading. And I think I look to the bucket. I don't suppose you have need for a bucket.
One can always use a bucket.
Does that mean you'd like to keep it, or that we should take it?
I don't want to make any choices for you, dearie. But I can care for the bucket until we next meet.
Will we meet again?
good question again.
Thank you for the tea.
I was just about to say I bend down and say thank you for more than the tea and context.
Not too much, I hope. This place, it doesn't like when you bend the rules too much.
What rules?
A good question. That fixes you with a bit of a stare this time.
Yeah, I just have like a dumb, I don't get it stare. I'm just sending back.
And you have eyes now, though.
Yeah. But I still have an 8 int.
I guess I start to head in the direction where she kind of pointed to us with the bucket. But I wait for Caspian. He usually takes the lead, and so I think I just kind of like wait at the entryway.
I'm sorry, did you say you had the bucket?
Yeah, because she said one could always use a bucket, and I went, I don't know if that means you want to keep it or we should take it, and she said I won't make your choice for you, so I was like, well, maybe we'll need a bucket.
I just
at
wasn't
one point.
sure what you decided.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I also don't want to leave her with Hector's bucket. He was so adamant that it was his bucket. I don't know. I don't want to get her in trouble.
Yeah, I'm trying to turn my GM brain off. Okay. I will follow, and before we go, I say, sorry, I'm checking one thing first.
Mm-hmm.
No, I wouldn't do it. Okay. I say, thank you again, and I will follow. River out.
Oh, I'm waiting for you to lead the way.
Right.
Yeah.
And
okay.
I guess. Yeah. The vines are gone, so I just have my quarterstaff. I will activate the light on my quarterstaff again and take the lead.
Yeah. She
Yep. Sorry.
opens the way. You see her kind of move her hand, and the a slightly different section of the cavern opens up in here, spiraling open and peeling back. Vines and seagrass sprout and push through into the tunnel beyond, and you get a good look at this tunnel. The light from the staff and from the red glowing nodules and stone in here sort of reflect quickly into this new set of tunnels, and the walls in here are colorless stone, sort of like a white, very light gray, and the warmth of the stone is immediately leached away. The plant life that pushes through wilts very quickly. You see the witch kind of wince as the tunnel doorway kind of opens up. There's an immediate noticeable difference in the grey tunnel. There is a lack of seagrass and kelp kind of floating up, but there is this sort of classic shallow inch of water. She says, "Oh, well, perhaps this will help." And she turns and collects a jar, a smaller jar than the one that had her memory in on the side, but she throws it towards you. You can easily catch it, Caspian, because you're dexterous. She says, you can use that to exchange your energy. You might need it.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
I'll get brewing another tea for when we next meet.
I hope that we do.
I hesitate before turning away and say, I have another one. A question, but I don't know if it's good. It may hurt.
Lots of things hurt, dear.
My eyes move to her bottle again and then back to her. Do you regret it?
He glances at the jar and then looks back to you and smiles and says, we'll discuss it when we meet again.
And I kind of nod and lower my eyes, maybe feeling a little bit badly that I asked the question. And then I turn away and head down the creepy gray tunnel.
Yeah. You step into the tunnel. The wall behind you closes, turning in on itself, and the darkness returns to this tunnel, reduced only to the glow of Caspian's staff. The dark immediately seems deeper and closer than before. The echoes of your footfalls as you step into the shallow water feel slightly muffled. And moving into this tunnel from the comfort of the witch's cave feels immediately uncomfortable. Your instincts begin crying out at you and clawing at your senses that these tunnels here are, for want of a better word, unnatural. As the two of you step into this tunnel and this darkness begins to seep into you, you unlock some additional memories.
Oh, perfect timing.
Perfect timing.
Wow, thank you so much, Fates. Thank you, chat.
Thank you, thank you.
You the best.
Let's spin a wheel. How many have
And
we got?
get a fifth?
Oh yeah, we're close. aren't
Whack
we?
traits.
What is that?
Let's see. Really want you to have some traits.
Can we please give Caspian a personality?
Perfect. This is another weird one, I think. Personality traits, Caspian. You see omens in many things. Superstitions are a holdover from your time on the surf, but they stuck with you.
Ooh.
If not for certain omens, that fateful night, you would not have survived.
Ooh, can't wait for you to play this.
As you
Fred?
are.
Trying to test my role-playing ability.
Uh-huh.
He's basically picked so many things that are the antithesis to my being.
Yeah, and then did the opposite for me. Really weird.
Okay. Alright. Caspian's traits.
Thank you so much, Fates.
How many do we have?
We have a total of 4 so far that we're doing, and we're close to a 5th.
4 for now.
Yeah.
Okay, that was the first one. Here comes the second.
25 away from the fifth.
PB gets a skill proficiency.
Oh shit.
This is the first one. Alright, so roll me a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have 6 proficiencies. Roll me a d6.
4.
1, 2, 3, 4. You get proficiency in insight.
That's helpful.
Oh.
Yeah,
Amazing.
that bumps you up
Yeah, to 8.
significantly. Yeah.
Yeah, that's huge.
Okay. Next one. Whack gets weapon proficiencies.
Ooh.
Very nice.
I'm sorry, does that say PB pots?
That says PB pots.
Yeah, you get indica and sativa.
Whack weapon proficiency.
Thank you, Greg, for giving us our 5th banked one. Got 3 more now.
Gregory.
That's an entire Funko Pop that Greg has
Yeah.
sacrificed for us. Thank you, Greg.
Yeah, thank you so much. Literally
Let's
sold one
see
of
if
his
I
Funko Pop from his collection to do that for us.
You get the weapon proficiencies of simple. You get, I'm going to click these for you. Hand crossbow, scimitar, which counts as a cutlass. You'll be pleased to know. Short sword. You get yeah, I guess you get this too. Dagger and quarterstaff.
Gotta click martial off. Unless
Yeah.
I also unlock that from Barbarian?
No, so I don't. Hang
I
on.
don't know if you had like a second one or something.
Yeah, no. Oh, no, no,
Pretty
no.
sure
I
you
see what
get-
I'm doing. I'm giving you.
get-
Yeah. We need to.
You get martial from Barbarian.
Yeah, so you have simple, hand crossbow, scimitar, short sword, and martial.
Okay. I think simple and martial cover everything anyway.
Yeah, but what you get is
Weapon masteries.
you get the mastery. Your masteries are dagger and quarterstaff.
Alright.
That's what I'm looking at. Alright. What spin was that?
We have 2 left.
Okay.
Thank you, by the way, Fates. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
PB's age.
This will tell me everything, I think. Well, it won't tell me everything, but I have a... It will help.
Will it?
Yeah. Yeah. I have a question.
Yeah.
Yep, my brain's floating between 2 possibilities, and I think depending on this answer, it'll kind of be like, well, it's probably more likely to be this answer. How old am I?
I didn't write it on the sheet, so I have to find
Oh,
it in my
amazing.
notes.
Okay.
God, where did
Well,
I put it?
I will
You waffle.
then continue to talk. Yeah. So my thought, chat.
Oh, this is why.
Fates.
Okay, never
Oh.
mind. No, keep going.
My thought, Fates, is I've been wondering if I left behind, like if I was young and left, family, whether it be siblings or, because in real life I'm the eldest, and there was a time where I did leave the nest and left behind my younger siblings, and it was very painful. But a thought did occur to me that, it's possible that my character is a parent or a mother and left behind children. And so depending on the age here, I'll be more likely to lean one way than the other,
All right.
I think.
Are you ready for my theory?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I tried to turn my brain off, but it activated.
Yep.
As soon as we did the memory swap thing, and she asked, would you sacrifice
Yeah.
a part of yourself to bring somebody back?
Yeah.
I think that River is somebody that I brought back as the sole survivor.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, because you... I thought she had maybe done that to us. But she seemed annoyed by our presence in the beginning. But also, if her memory's sitting in that jar, she might not even recognize us. Right? She may have made a trade to bring somebody back and then lost that memory of them. So it could be us. And you'd be looking right at the person that you loved very much, and you have no idea that that's who it was. Crazy. Fuck you, Bradley. I mean, if you've done that.
I'm not telling you, but you are
Terrible.
51 years old.
I fucking knew it. But okay, follow-up question.
Mm-hmm.
How long does a tiefling usually live? Like, when do they reach adulthood?
Same as a human.
Context. Ah, so I am... Okay. All right. Yeah, CJ, there's nothing quite so romantic as looking at the love of your life and having no idea who they are. What are you on about? Oh.
Yeah. I mean, we can change it up a little bit, but I've sort of locked it in now. But tieflings
Wait,
are
did
the
you put it on
same-
my sheet, or do
same
I
as a
need to put
human.
it on there?
No,
Yeah, no,
it's on
that's
it's on
perfect.
your sheet. I think they live a little
Thank you.
longer. Sometimes, like they can get to like 100 a little easier than a human.
Oh, but they don't live much older than a... Oh my God, I forgot it was our setting. So we didn't
Yeah.
have an answer for... And I put you on the spot for that. I'm so sorry.
No, I had to answer that for this
Yep.
show.
Yeah. Okay.
I've had to
Perfect.
come up with some lore that neither of you know yet, and it's horrible.
Nice.
Just having to be like, float that out every Friday.
That's why you were so quiet in that meeting.
I
Yeah.
had
You're like, I
so
can't tell you
many
what I've been
times I had to
doing.
bite my tongue.
I can't tell you what I've been working on.
It's rough. Okay, so age.
I don't know why I sang
there.
that, but okay.
And then,
Where we're at.
okay, so how many more spins? One.
I have no idea.
One.
All right. Here we go.
One, uno.
Wax bonds.
Oh, shit.
Ooh, boy. This could make serious changes. Changes.
Okay. The Tideworm, your old ship, your first family. Though it was lost, recovering the ship, or at least recovering something from it for yourself, is a deep drive for you. Put that on your sheet. And Tideworm is spelled Tidewerm.
I knew it. I was writing
knew
it
it.
down in my biography as well. Yep.
Yeah.
You love spelling worm that way.
Well, because he doesn't mean worm. He means Leviathan or fucking dragon.
But it's also just a personal preference for him as well. He just likes it.
All right. That all the spins for now?
That it appears to
Yeah.
be, unless by the
Thank
end of the
you.
sentence we get another
No way.
hundo.
Thank you, everyone, so far for the. Oh my god, that's going to be so annoying on the audio version of this.
It was
The
just
hard
long enough
limiter that
that
I've
it
had
was
to put
funny,
on.
and then he stopped. Yeah.
Thank you, everyone, for the tips so far. We very much appreciate it. They keep the show going. They keep literally this show, actually, the narrative of this show going. I genuinely don't know how to close this show without the tips. Like it's written into the narrative.
Well,
It just won't end. It will just end one day, I guess.
yeah, it will just. Yeah, it would just
Well,
cliffhanger.
Yeah, pure endless cliffhanger. I've never done that.
Netflix.
Never
No,
done that on a show.
no. Okay, hold on though. Hold on, because I know you were kind of memeing about the fact that I think both you and I will do that a lot. However, that's not the same thing. Because I feel like you will cliffhanger on like a, it's still satisfying. It's not like Netflix canceling mid-season, before you get some answers.
This would be
So.
exactly like that, actually. So I
Yes,
really need
this
people
would
to
be
tip.
like Netflix. So yeah, please don't do that.
That actually would feel a lot like that.
Yeah.
for this
Desperation
one.
just to go like an extra week just so we can.
Yeah.
yeah, just so we
like-
can finish it. Yeah.
Close out the story.
Oh yeah, we always plan to do 9.
I will not allow it. Okay. Back to the tunnel.
I will.
mhm.
So I'm actually going to take something out of my my cloak and pass it over to you. And it looks like a stone with a various runes and stuff on it.
What's this?
In case we are separated, we can speak to each other with this.
I immediately hold it up to my mouth.
We
Like this?
should not use it now.
Oh.
Do not worry. You have to say a word to activate it.
Will I know the word?
Yes. And I motion towards the stone, and it would say it on the stone. And it would say, tides.
All right.
I do not wish for us to get separated again.
Don't worry. We won't. It doesn't sound like many people travel down here. You let me know when you start feeling less weak, fatigued.
I will.
I kind of look around again and, I don't know, looking for any vines or roots because we're going to need food eventually. And I kind of just tuck the stone away if I can. I don't know if I have a bag or anything. I've got like armor, but
Yeah, I don't know. I think you have a tiny little satchel because you've got like calligraphy tools or something,
That's
right? So
right,
you have
yeah.
one little,
so I'll tuck it
little
away.
bag. It's like a pencil case size thing. Yeah, you can put
All
it
right,
in there.
then yeah. Yep. Then I tuck that away and start moving forward.
Yeah, give me perception checks.
4. Oh no, I'm so sorry. 10.
9.
10 and 9. Yeah, River, you look around for food or anything like that. This tunnel is very devoid of life. The previous tunnels had that kelp and seagrass that was floating up through the first couple of inches of water, but then continued to float and turn. Here there is nothing. It is just barren, white-grey stone. In terms of the tunnel itself, it is the same, roughly the same size and shape as the previous tunnels you were walking through. Circular, maybe about 40 feet across. Another 2 inches of cold salt water and underfoot, but no seagrass, no algae, nothing that you would consider to be alive, no vines. There are lots more cracks in the walls. There are ringlets of cracks that run down parts of it. And every now and then your feet underfoot will catch onto cracks that are under the water. You maybe like stub a toe or something if you haven't recovered your clothing or boots. And it's a little more arduous to move through because the underfoot, it's so bumpy, and there will just be sections where you kind of stumble over these little cracks. But zero food. Nothing that you would even
Mechanical question for PB, because normally what you do after a long rest is prepare new spells. I'm just
Oh yeah,
This
okay.
is a reminder if you wanted to do that.
I did not look up how many spells I get, so I have to do that.
Well, your prepared spells, your cleric spells, you know all of the cleric spells. It's just a matter of how many you have prepared.
I know, I just don't know how many I would be able to have prepared at my level, so I have to look it up.
Yeah, I'm just leading the way, and keeping an eye out. I'm definitely being very cautious. I'm definitely like kind of scared, honestly, after encountering the people around the volcano. And I still feel kind of fragile, and I imagine that I am being fairly cautious.
Okay. Moving cautiously through the tunnel, you begin to continue on this journey. The first hour of this walk is very similar to the tunnel that you had previously been moving through. Aside from the slight change in color of the walls and the lack of seagrass and kelp and a little more sort of natural fissures and cracks to the stone, it becomes another kind of monotonous hour as you wander forwards. But again, the darkness here is heavy, and as you move through this tunnel, your feet start to feel heavy, your shoulders begin to start to feel heavy, your pack Caspian feels heavier, your weapons, as you're holding the staff up, you can feel it begin to sort of seep into you, and you start to feel a sort of slight lethargy very quickly. I need you both to make me wisdom saving throws.
It flirted over that one, and I thought it was over for that. Why? What?
Uh-huh.
Oh, It's rolling multiples. 21 for me.
Yeah, I rolled. Yeah, my saving throw is a 19.
You resist the weight of the grey, but recognize now that these tunnels are actively draining you. You're aware that this set of tunnels is draining your strength. Do you press on? Do you press on in the same way, cautiously? And by cautiously, I'm assuming you mean slowly. I don't know if you want to go full stealth, or if you just mean you're not rushing forward and creating lots of noise.
If I feel like we're being drained by something, I would say to River, do you feel that feeling that I'm feeling?
The weakness
Yes.
in everything.
Should we move quickly?
And I nod vigorously and just like, yeah, that's a good idea.
I'll just kind of secure, anything that was a bit loose or like, wobbling as we're walking. My cloak, I'll make sure it's tight and I'll start picking up the pace a bit to a jog.
All right. Yeah, I assume it's like not the water. I was looking at like water walk because we can make it non-difficult terrain, but it's not this. It's the area. So, yeah, I pick up the pace as well.
Both of you can make me perception checks again.
Natural 1.
14.
A 14. Caspian takes the lead, his feet sort of splashing into the water. The light from the glow of the quarterstaff is like moving around this tunnel in a much more kind of strange and jagged pattern. The echoes of your footfalls, even your voices, continue to be sort of strangely muffled, almost as if the first footfall, as the splash creates a sound, it sounds normal, but then the echo muffles pretty quickly, kind of like that sound dampening foam that you can get in those like studios. It doesn't get too far. However, River, as you're following Caspian and you're making sort of decent time moving through this endless, monotonous sort of liminal tunnel, you are watching the shadows with really very little else to watch, but the shadows of the light on the walls, and feeling this vague lethargy from the grey. The dim shapes that are being made, cast from the glow. You notice they refuse to stay still, even after Caspian's light moves past them. You recognize that some of the shadows that are being cast by the glow ahead, as you move into darkness, they move again, darkness upon darkness, flickering, and it draws your eye every now and then that there is almost as if something is just sliding out of sight. A shadow might stretch out for a little longer than it should, than makes sense with the amount of light being cast, until you start to look behind you and you get this sense almost as if you're being watched. There's a sensation that would come over you. If this was Disco Elysium, you'd roll a shivers check here.
Yeah, okay.
Love that you remember the names of all of the fucking...
Shivers is the best one. How do you not remember the name of Shiver?
Game ever. and it affected me way too deeply. The unseen
Feels like
hair on your arms would maybe prickle a little bit. But the shadows on the walls are moving unnaturally around you.
I don't notice shit.
You're just
still
running
jogging.
ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the after image of the shadows, which is why River picks up on it, I would imagine.
Trying to think of how I'm interpreting this.
Why you think you can roll me a Constitution saving throw? Both of
I
you.
Sure
assume this is
thing.
both of us?
Yeah.
Nine.
Why is it rolling 2 dice?
Why is it doing that?
Some kind of bug. I don't have any weird effects turned on.
I did the update. There was an update to Foundry yesterday or the day before.
Yeah.
Maybe it was something in there.
Well, I got a 4 for my save ultimately. And it's not doing like drop 1 or any of that. It's just rolling 1 in the actual chat, so I don't know what the hell that was.
It's probably the mod, right? Dice So Nice, or whatever it is.
Yeah, maybe.
I can look at it. Okay, what did you get, River?
I got 9.
2 fails. The lethargy, running makes or jogging or picking up the pace makes this so much more noticeable, and
Wow.
you are sapped of strength. Both of you take a level of exhaustion.
Son of a bitch.
Furious.
A short rest doesn't remove that, does it? It's only the long rest?
Mm-hmm.
Motherfucker. Okay.
Only there
Okay.
was some kind of outside force that could help us offset this horrible thing that has happened to us.
Got some cool spells, but
I think for exhaustion, it's either restoration or greater restoration.
yeah, I
For
saw
some
Prayer
reason,
of
I
Healing,
remember-
it does short rests, but that's it.
Yeah.
Which is still wonderful, but
So if I feel like we're getting tired, I'll probably just slow down.
Yeah.
I imagine
I
I'll
keep
just
trying to
kinda slow
go,
down.
but yeah. We know, we were told kind of what to expect here, so I think at least unless Caspian decides to stop, I'm going to try to push through
Yeah.
as quickly as I can to get out.
I'll just kind of slow down a little bit. I mean, I haven't revealed my true constitution yet, but as it stands right now, it's not great. So I am huffing and puffing. I'm a short distance runner, and I'll just slow down and catch my breath for a second, and then continue.
There's an element to River that has been unlocked today. When we see River, we can see wrinkles, and elements of age to River's skin. But River, now that you're aware of your age, you can feel it on your lungs and in your muscles.
Did you make me sooner?
Well,
What,
you're not
a
quite that
tiefling?
old, but you're.
Yeah.
I think I can comfortably say that you're not sooner.
Uh-oh.
It'd be fun if
Uh-oh.
you was.
Yeah, I genuinely thought that, and for a bit I was like, oh, did he just like give me
That would be
one of my
fun.
favorite characters? And yeah,
Just get a sooner era deer adventure
Yeah.
would be really fun.
yeah.
Tune in for the next
Next
unknown.
iteration of this. Yeah.
in 4 5 months, something like that.
Mhm.
But I think just becoming aware of the fact that you're older, would immediately
Yeah.
provide you a little more context on maybe that con score. And then with this, the weight of the grey pushing on your system as you're moving and draining you, I think you become very aware of those 51 years maybe. Not that you're out of shape exactly, but just natural, right? Like when you hit 30 and you stretch for the first time and completely permanently damage yourself and have to live in a chair. This is an example to help you get into character.
Yep. Yep. Thanks.
The
I got it. That's perfect. It's the only thing putting me in character today. Nothing else you've said so far.
both of you make me Arcana rolls.
My brain real good. This should be good.
Wow.
Hey.
16. Well, 17 with my...
14.
17 and 14. The jar that you were given by the witch. You understand its purpose as this exhaustion begins to settle over you. And you can move exhaustion points between one another at any point.
Immediately push mine onto it.
During the grey.
Mm-hmm.
It takes an action. But yeah, you simply have to take the hand of the other person, speak to them, and shift the exhaustion with a little RP onto one another, or take it or whatever. So you now understand the function of the jar. While in the grey, you're able to move those exhaustion points between you with an action. Okay, so now you begin moving slowly again.
Right.
Cautiously, or is this just more trying to conserve energy?
Energy. I think for me. Just
Yeah,
trying
same.
to catch my breath for sure.
Yeah. Okay, roll me wisdom saving throws, the two of you. We're now 3 hours in.
Oof. They're rolling too.
17 for me.
15 for me.
2 makes. No more exhaustion. 3 hours into this.
When you say no more exhaustion, you mean no more additional exhaustion?
You don't gain another exhaustion point. The wisdom saves and con saves are for resisting and, gaining exhaustion. Roll me another set of perception checks.
Uh, 13.
18.
Okay. Caspian, you recognize the air
As one does.
turning colder as you move into the third hour of travel here. Again, you're not like hyper aware that it's 3 hours exactly, but for ourselves to track it. River, however, what have you been doing about these shadows? Anything? Keeping an eye on them, ignoring them?
I think I am keeping an eye on them, but not in a way that I think I am more curious about it. It's not like I'm expecting it, but I am paying attention, or I am studying it in the way that like a scientist might. Like, what is that? What could possibly be casting that kind of light? You know, and I think about it like that because there's nothing else to really think about on the walk except maybe, you know, what is this place and why is it draining us? But then I would go back to the shadows, I think.
Behind you,
Oh God.
they slide themselves off of the walls and into the water
Okay.
and begin following you in the water, swimming
Okay.
along underneath. Only every now and then, as the glow reflects off of the walls and the water from Caspian's staff, do you recognize that these shadows are swimming along the sort of ground rather than the surface of the water, but under the water. And you notice this now, as every now and then one will twist or peel off of the wall and slide down into the few inches of water, and they begin to follow you, swimming along behind you.
Caspian?
Yes. Do you need another
Do you-
break?
No, do you see these? I
Yes.
gesture to the shadows.
What is this?
No idea. They've been behind us for a while, but now they seem trying to catch up.
We should move faster.
We don't know that they mean us any harm.
Do you mean us harm?
Shit. We can hear the battle music whack, but our characters can't.
No response.
I'm a
just
dum
gonna
dum. I'm just like
Yeah.
you
Yeah. Well,
suggested it.
also,
And I'm like, you
yeah.
mean us harm?
Also, we've been nothing but attacked throughout this entire
Yep.
thing, so it's a fair shout. I'm sorry, Brad. Did you ask us?
No,
did
no,
you
there's no
find
response from these
Okay.
creatures after the
Oh,
shout
okay,
out.
okay.
I move faster. Pick up the pace.
Right.
I sort of pick up the pace, but I'm not really like running or anything. I'm just like, what the fuck is happening here? Can I insight it? See if I think
Yeah.
it's like
Sure.
some predator level shit. Like, do I feel terrified?
You have the 3 red
Does-
dots.
Yeah.
Does my instinct kick in? Oh. 13.
Your instinct is that these things mean you harm.
Oh, great. Amazing. I pick up the pace immediately. I start to run a little bit.
Okay, 2 of you can make me athletics checks. Their feet
I have a
start splashing
feeling-
into the water again.
I have a feeling I'd be so good at this normally.
Yeah. Oh my God. A 3? Jesus.
5. I used my
Uh,
inspiration yet. Hanging on.
I think they mean us harm. I
You
think
start
there's a little
running.
bit of fear in
Everything
my
else
voice.
has.
Yeah.
Make me con saves. You feel your muscles respond in a way that feels as if you've been running for much longer than 3 hours, and you've only been walking for most of it.
Oh no. I was like, we rolled the same thing. No, it's just rolling them twice for some reason. 16. 13. Excuse me. Holy shit.
Should I?
Minus
I should use my
1.
inspiration.
Yeah.
I think I should use that.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. You expend the inspiration point. The fate line running up your hand glows ever so slightly. Ooh,
10.
you do it. The two of you, do not take another point of exhaustion. And
Jesus Christ.
But
no.
you are feeling the effects
Yep.
of the weight of this place. You run, but you are not making good pace. You can feel how heavy your legs are. You feel like you've already been running for an hour. The lactic acid in your legs kicks in so quickly. The fatigue on your muscles and on your lungs, your heart rate picking up and then thudding on the inside of your chest. The sensation of being pursued by something. All of it contributing to the fact that your bodies are struggling very much to keep away from these things. And they have no problem keeping up with you. You can feel these things behind you. Every now and then you glance back and you see this ink spreading through the water before it gets caught in the darkness itself. They slow. But ahead of you, a deeper shape uncoils. A new turbulent shadow, scratching and frenetic. The followers swim up and along the walls past you and join the creature ahead of you. Vanishing in and out of the shadows. 3 creatures attack.
I cast daylight.
Potentially. A very
Holy
good idea.
Shit.
But you
God.
can do it on your turn. Let me bring you over to a battle map. Yeah. You will
Thank
be
you
facing...
so much, Fates.
Yes, thank you. Did we hit 11?
We did.
Y'all are the best. Thank you so much. Ah!
You will be facing 2 shadows and a shadow demon.
Oh, Brad. Forgot about this, but I have a species feature called Resourceful that gives me heroic inspiration when I finish a long rest. But I got one from the witch, so I don't know.
You can have it, yeah.
Do I still have that second one?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
What is the light radius of your thing again? I need to give you guys sight.
Good question. I want to say it was like not that far. Dim light out to 10 feet.
Dim light out to 10. Is that all? I thought you had like 15.
Nope.
Very.
10 feet.
It was green, right?
Yes.
Okay. The creatures are... See this ping?
Yes.
Around here. Is what you know. There is scratching noises coming from behind you in this direction. The north of the map is where you've come from. The south of the map is the direction you were headed to. I am going to bring you all over to the turn order, and you should be able to roll some initiative.
Six for river.
15.
Okay. Here we go. Going first is one of the shadows.
This is so bad, by the way, for us.
Yeah.
Not good.
I know what these things do.
The first shadow swims through the water. Again, it is not in a shape. It is a turbulent, scratching mass that blends into the water like ink, and then materializes pretty near Caspian. It is going to attempt to draining swipe you.
Miss.
Right, 14 is a miss. The creature
They
It
definitely
is in-
mean us harm.
it definitely scratches at you, yeah.
Stay close.
It is going to take the hide action.
Gently crouches.
So in order to see this thing, you have to beat a 10 on
I think my
Oh.
passive
check.
perception is a 14.
Okay.
It's passive perception that you want, right?
Sure. Then you are aware it's still there. The next turn is the Shadow Demon. The much larger shape here. Sort of a really horrifically turbulent mess of shadow, darkness upon darkness, roiling in on itself. There is almost
Careful
no
of this one.
sound from
He's like
these
some wreck
creatures.
god.
There's almost no sound from these creatures, but you do hear them splashing and moving around ahead of you. This one is going to move forward as well. You know what? I'm going to move it up to here. But I'm going to roll to determine which one of you it attacks, with a 1 being Caspian. And he's going to go after you, Caspian. Just frenetic, awful stabbing motions from these creatures. It's almost like little lances are being produced from the water, from the shadow, from the darkness. It's almost hard to see where they are, even with the dim light from your staff. It's quite hard to focus on where they are. Your ability to recognize whether they're in like the foreground or background of your vision is crazy. These things are bizarre to look at. And then some of these lances launch towards you in an attack. Let's see. This one hits you. It's a low roll. A 14.
That is a miss.
Same roll, right? This one will also hide.
We'll try.
14. Your passive is 14.
14. Yep.
So you can still see it.
So I think it succeeds because
It's
beat
makes
my
it
14.
makes it or breaks
Yeah.
it. Yeah, okay. All right. Well, then it hides from you, and you sort of lose where this creature is in the darkness. It is your turn, Caspian.
Yeah, I'm moving like water around, and I think you just kind of see me bobbing and weaving, and as I weave, I bring the quarterstaff up through the water, and I will Ooh, I could do that too. No, I already said it. I'm gonna attack with my quarterstaff, and then I will potentially use an unarmed kick towards it. Oh, that's a 4.
4 is a miss.
Yep. And then unarmed strike from my martial arts, which is just, you know, as I bring the quarterstaff up, I spin and do like a spinning back kick. An 8.
Also a miss.
I'm breathing heavy as this is happening.
Hard to focus on these creatures. You're a little exhausted. The grey pressing in on your muscles. These things are just around you and appearing out of nowhere. You strike, swinging wildly. These shadows are almost impossible to hit. These are just straight up misses. It's not like you're hitting it and it's bouncing off of it or anything like that.
Yeah.
You're just swinging and then it's just slightly to the side of where you were aiming.
These creatures are fast.
Okay, is that the end of your turn?
That's it.
The next shadow will appear. This one is going to attack River. With a draining swipe. Natural 20 from me.
Yeah, that hits me.
River got hit so hard it disconnected me from Foundry.
Wow.
Because I have my armor, but not my armor class, right? Or did my armor
Correct.
that I got unlock? Yep. Okay.
I think I have some bullshit that I can do to stop it, but let's just pretend like I can't do it right now.
Oh, okay.
I think it bumped your
Okay.
AC by like 1. That's what we did, right? But you need to unlock your AC.
I did
The
not
armor
bump
key.
my AC. No.
Okay.
But that's
Yeah,
okay.
so you don't get your AC, you just get the
Okay.
armor. You can use the effect of the magic armor, but that's it.
Can
With
you
this,
apply that damage to me?
the it is going to deal necrotic damage, and the target strength score decreases by 1d4 if the target dies if this is reduced to 0.
Holy shit.
So it deals 11
Mm-hmm.
necrotic
There
damage
goes
to
my
you,
temp HP. Exactly.
and then it deals
Ah, it was the
2,
exact amount.
I think 2
What are the
strength score.
odds?
So I don't know if this actually affects your this
Because
is
it's 8 right now.
what is 8?
My strength.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out. I can't remember if there's a way to get these sheets to just do this temporarily. I think there is.
And I'm sorry, what were you trying to do?
Yeah, it's like a
temporarily?
condition. Hold on, Brad.
The strength score being reduced.
Oh.
Can make it an effect, right?
They
would
might have
make
an
it
effect
toggleable?
that you can drag onto her sheet
Yeah.
Yeah.
from
So
the
like
chat
on the
usually.
monster, it'll be like, does this
Yeah.
and applies this condition. You can usually highlight
Yeah.
that condition and just drag it onto me.
Correct.
Got it.
Yes.
Minus 2 strength score, which brings you down to 6.
Great. Love it.
You're so fucked.
Love it for me.
The creature will attempt to hide on a 19.
I can't see it.
This one also vanishes from your sight. River, it's your turn.
I have a question,
Mm-hmm.
Bradley. I just have to, I'm pulling out my inner min-maxer for a second. Daylight says, it doesn't specifically say I can't cast it on a creature.
Daylight.
Yes, for the
I feel
duration,
like it
sunlight.
emanates from you.
No, it's I can choose
A
it. So for
point
the
you
duration,
choose.
sunlight.
Yeah.
Sunlight spreads from a point within range and fills a 60-foot radius sphere. The sunlight's area is bright light and sheds dim light for an additional 60 feet. Alternatively, you cast the spell on an object that isn't being worn or carried. I don't think we count as objects. Because my first thought was, oh, cast it on the
You
shadow.
you are not objects. You're creatures.
No, I can't put it on my shield because I'm carrying my shield. 'Cause it's an object, but not one that isn't being worn or carried. That's okay. I just was curious. I was like, ooh, it'd be fun to put it on them, or it'd be fun to put it on us. But if it's
Right.
I can't put it on a creature, then I will put it like above us. Then
Okay. You can put it on like Caspian's staff or like on an object that you've unlocked,
No,
like
it
your
says-
tools or whatever, right?
no, it says,
says
you
being
can't. It
worn
can't be
or
worn
carried.
or
Oh,
carried.
being worn or carried. I see.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah. Okay. Right. Got it.
Yeah,
It's not
'Cause
light.
that would
it's
be
not
great.
Like the
We
light
could just
cantrip.
because it's last an hour. We could just carry it with us. But yeah, no, it's because it's essentially emitting the daylight, which would be too OP to be able to carry with you for an hour, I think. So yeah, down on the I cast it like below our above us, like the sun. And I
Okay.
mumble something again, like low, guttural, strange, like a little bit of clicking sounds as I say a phrase in Draconic.
Cast it and see what happens.
Okay.
I'm curious to see if it will light our
Might give you a template to put
thing.
down.
Yeah.
Yes, I do. Okay.
Question for the, and this is just genuine curiosity. This is that like weird GM mechanical question. Can you cast it on a coin that you're not carrying and then pick up the coin afterwards?
That's what I would do. Yeah, like put it on a coin, then flip the coin, or like toss the coin. It sits
We
there,
don't have
and then
any
you
coins,
pick it up.
but I'm just curious.
No. But yeah, but I mean, I would, because you said as a GM. As a GM, I would allow
Yeah.
that for sure.
Okay. I would say probably, yeah, I would allow that as well. First of all,
Or like the sending stone.
what does this look like? What are you doing? This is crazy.
Yeah, I know. So I think I unlocked, and if you'll allow it, Brad, but I unlocked the smell of like brine in the sea at one point, but not necessarily a memory associated with it. But I think like I look up and I'm remembering that moment, and then I'm gonna reach up and I did this once before, I think. I don't think I know that, but I think you guys know that. So I kind of reach up and make a same gesture that I once did when I was like looking up at the sky and a star that was, you know, kind of the same way as our sun is to us. And then I just twist my hand because I know that I can do this. And I say a word, and it's like I've just like, it's like light folds out from a tiny pinpoint. Like actually it's a straight line as it like turns and spins and folds around, almost as if it's like caught in a kaleidoscope until it fills up the entire sphere around us. And it's
Yeah.
probably bright for us too, because we've been in the dark for a while, but I'm willing to risk that con save.
This light pushes out. These creatures recoil. They are completely stunned by this.
I wasn't expecting you to do anything!
You are able to completely disengage from this combat and run down the tunnels if you want.
I grab Caspian's hand and run.
I follow immediately.
Okay. You
They're trapped
both
there for an hour?
need to make me.
I'm sorry I ruined your encounter, Brad. I'm now feeling guilt for...
No, this is the encounter.
I know. Okay. All right. Got it.
This is the mechanics of the encounter.
I was gonna do something different that would also ruin the encounter. So
Well,
I mean, you
Thank you
gave
for
me
tanking
daylight,
it.
so you knew what you were doing.
hold
Like,
on.
you
Hold
probably
that
did it
thought.
on purpose. Yep.
You may still need it.
Okay.
Both of you can make me athletics or acrobatics checks.
Okay.
well, I will do acrobatics.
Mine's a nat 20.
Nice.
Mine's 6.
A fail. Okay. Whichever check you just made the other one. Make the other one. So you both made acrobatics, make athletics.
A natural 1.
Wow.
20.
And a fucking another 20 from her. Jesus.
And now the two of you need to make me survival checks.
Should be fine.
Oh, sorry, 19.
Jesus.
I'm a liar.
7.
Okay. The DC is 10. So how many do you have above 10 here?
All of PB's rolls.
Wow,
3.
all of them. And then all of yours are fails?
Yep.
Okay.
Flip a coin.
No.
Uh-oh. Oh, man, wow. Thank you, Fates. I look away for 20 minutes, and all of a sudden, we're almost at 12.
Caspian, make me a con save.
Oh boy. Inspiration.
Okay.
No. Oh, yeah, you do have 2. Oh,
Reroll that 0.
Seven.
A fail. Take a point of exhaustion. The two of you flee the shadows. Or in that daylight, they are just, and again, they're not, they're shapeless. They're just roiling, scratching, twisting, turbulent ink spots that are just going nuts. As soon as this daylight is cast, they just completely like burst and become completely frenetic. They are truly just chaotic masses of darkness in this bright light. The bright light is astonishing for your eyes as well, as you, the two of you are blinded pretty much by the daylight.
Thank you so much.
The two of you run, fleeing this cave. The daylight behind you, back into the darkness and moving. Caspian struggles significantly with this burst of energy. Again, the
I've
sense,
got you. Come on.
the sense is of the
Slowing you down.
the tunnels. The tunnel itself is drawing the energy from you, in as much as you are expending energy by running and stuff like that.
I won't
Are
leave
you
you
gonna
behind.
run for the hour that the daylight is up?
Absolutely. And I've got his hand, and I'm like pulling him along as best I can. If I have to fucking carry his ass, I'll try.
Okay. Make me 2 more Constitution saving throws then.
I just rolled advantage. Oh, you meant both of us, not
Both
me.
of you.
Okay. 8.
Take a point of exhaustion.
What the fuck? I rolled an 18. Why did that?
Because you have 2 points of exhaustion.
Oh, no, I'm looking at your die. A 13 for me.
You do not take an additional point. You escape these creatures. You flee this tunnel. The spell remains up for an hour. The exhaustion begins to set in. Caspian immediately as you leave. River later on. Running through these tunnels. Avoiding the horrible cracks and fissures that are underfoot. It's slick. There are points where it's difficult to track your own sort of footfalls because the lethargy on your muscles mixed with the unstable terrain begins to really take its toll on your bodies. The water starts to actually get deeper for the first time over the course of this next hour. It goes from 1 inch to 2 to 3 to 4 until it's halfway up your shins. It gets more and more difficult to move through slightly deeper water. You feel it really starting to push and ache the lower half of your legs. Each of you begins to truly suffer the effects of these exhaustions. Both of you are on 2 points of exhaustion, is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, you have a question?
Well, now I will cast Walk on Water so that it's not hard for us to do so.
Okay. You
I didn't
cast
wanna
this
interrupt.
spell.
Yeah.
I'll write it down.
Oh, okay.
Secrets.
The two of you, and you can cast it on both of you.
Yeah, I think it's like 10 creatures or something. Hold on, let me just double check.
What level is daylight of a spell?
Daylight's 3rd level.
What is this?
3rd level also.
Okay.
I have 3 per day.
Yeah. The spell allows you to begin floating up and you're walking along the water as if it is the stone underneath. It helps, but the ache in your bodies is deep at this point. The exhaustion is racking at your lungs, your legs, your heart. An hour of running, solid hour of running. The tunnel seems unrelenting. The water continues to rise as you're moving. Will you continue to run for another hour?
Yes. I will try.
I'm struggling, but you see me. I imagine like I'm more worried about River than myself, and if she keeps going, I will push through.
Come on. We knew this was gonna happen. We can't stop here or we'll never stand back up. Come on. And I just give a gentle squeeze of your hand and kind of like tug you forward.
I don't know if I can make it.
Yes, you can. You're
How do
capable
you know?
of so much. I've seen what you can do. I haven't really seen anything you can't do. I've seen you walk a lot. For a long time. We might argue that's what we're best at.
will try.
Behind you. The shadows catch up, swimming along the water behind you as you move into hour 5 of moving through these tunnels.
If I see them, do I see them? Are we making checks or?
This is the closing cutscene. As you speak, write it down. As you speak to one another.
So, I think you begin to hear me ruffle in my cloak, and you begin to hear bells.
Yeah. During this conversation that you have with one another, however, just before this final cutscene, is when you unlock those additional memories.
Is this the first time we've hit the full 14?
I think it is.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yep.
I know you were
Yeah.
reacting
so
to it, but
much
I was
faith.
like,
Thank you.
Sorry, yeah.
No, it's cool.
I really couldn't help it.
Yeah, this
Surprised
is
me.
nuts. Whoever, I don't know. Whoever,
Everybody contributed.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't
Whoever
get
it
to
is.
14 without the first
whoever
steps.
it is, crazy, unbelievable. Thank you so much. Let's spin. How many do we have?
I think it's 6.
6 spins, baby, max. Whack gets his HP.
Oh,
No!
shit.
Yes. Perfect.
That's amazing.
Okay.
I'm going to get my eyes. I'm just putting it out
This is
there.
a horrible sentence. You know.
Imagine she walks away from the camera and she's
truly-
got like a jar. and she's
True
like,
horror sentence.
I'll be right back.
Now,
just gonna
Whack,
look at my eyes.
you're gonna love this, and I promise it wasn't on purpose.
Oh no.
You have
69?
Number nice.
69 HP.
Nice.
We both knew instantly.
Yeah. 69 hit points. Add them up.
Woohoo. Okay, my eyes, please.
All right. Let's go.
Come on.
PB's charisma score
Damn
It's
it.
a good one for you.
is
Still wanted my eyes over charisma, but that's okay. Yes.
10.
Of course. Hey, it's better than an 8,
It
man.
does go up. Yeah, that's the thing
Oh,
with this
it's better
campaign
than
is
an
that
8.
going up to an average of 10 is good.
That's good. Yeah. That's real good, guys.
All right, that was the second spin.
Yeah.
Becomes the third. PB spells. You already have these, right?
I do have those.
I feel
yes.
like the ones that you got last week stayed on here this week. I don't know how it did this, but
That's so close to eyes. If it wasn't there, guys,
really
I think
is.
it would have landed on eyes.
That's hilarious. I don't know what's going on with it. I don't know how it has done this
He's
to
so
me, but here we
fucking
go.
focused on this shit. She's trying to manifest it so hard.
I just think narratively it would be
just think
very
they should
cool.
have it.
Okay.
Whack pots.
Yes.
Tell me, what pot do I have?
The different pots that you have are...
I must turn my fan on. I will be right back. I'm dying.
You have a potion of water breathing. You have a potion of speed. You have a potion of healing.
Thank you.
You have... I don't know what this is. Hold on.
Potion of penis enlargement.
Is it potion?
It's more like a sal.
I'm gonna say this actually could have been equipment, but oh, I see, because it's a consumable. So these are consumables, so you get these things too. You get a candle of the deep, which is a flame. The flame of this candle isn't extinguished when immersed in water. It gives off light and heat like a normal candle. You have 60 of them. Very
Wow.
useful. So yeah, you get that too as a consumable. I guess it counts as a pots. Pots. As well as, yeah, a potion of water breathing, a potion of speed, and a potion of healing.
Okay, thank you, Fates.
Right, next one. Here we go. It's gonna be PB's eyes, and she's not even here.
God, I hope so.
No, PB gets another skill. Needed to roll the dice for it. I guess we'll do it when she gets back. Let's spin the wheel. PB's hair.
Okay, so this is the fourth one, right? There should be two more.
We have two more. What did we get? What did we do? I thought that was it. I can't count. Whack pots. PB hair. PB. What did she just get? A skill.
Mm-hmm. I got HP.
Charisma. HP. So that's 5. I think there's one more. Yeah. Oh, we had the spells, but we respun it. Okay, so remember she has a skill and hair. Because I will forget. Final spin. She could have waited 5 minutes for the end of the show.
She wasn't really doing the fan. She's taking a massive dump.
Whack 1 level.
Holy
Now,
shit!
That doesn't mean
It's
what
monk?
you think it means.
Monk.
It's your level of your first class. So you get your monk level. It is finally time. Your monk level
Oh
is
my
7.
God. What happened?
He got his monk level.
Yes.
So add 7 levels to monk. You are a warrior of the open hand when it asks.
Holy shit.
Maybe roll me a
shit.
D5.
I got the power.
4.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You have skill proficiency in medicine.
Ooh.
And you get hair.
Oh. What does it look like?
It materializes on your head. And it is black and usually tied up is what I've got written here. So we'll say it is for now. Sort of tied up in a messy bun at the back.
Okay. Ooh.
And that is that for today's episode of Unknown. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. If you enjoyed some of the music today, 3 of the tracks were by our very own Xentiir.
Oh my God, the piano one.
He
The piano one, right?
destroyed. I don't even know how he turned these around so quickly.
Like in the first 3 notes, I was like, wow, this is incredible. This is
Killed it.
absolutely incredible.
Really cool of Zen to do it. Just was like, here, have this masterpiece of creative expression. And I went, okay, I know exactly where to use these pieces of music, and they couldn't have arrived at a better time than this horrible tunnel that you're about to move into.
Is now right? Isn't this the 5th one since PB spell wasn't counted, or did you guys do all that? I was gone for a while. I'm sorry.
You're all right.
Okay.
Don't you worry your little head about it.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
I'm gonna run these credits. That's gonna take a little while we thank you again, everybody. It's unbelievable
so
that we
much.
actually smashed the goal.
Yeah.
Made it all the way to the top of the bar for the first time. Thank you so much, everybody. And everybody watching, thank you for watching. Players, thank you for playing.
And listening.
People listening, This is now available in podcast form.
On Apple, Audible, Spotify, etc., etc.
Yeah, what she said. And as always, we close with a few words from Wacksteven.
Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in today and supporting us. We appreciate you so much. It helps keep the lights on here at Tablestory. And another tremendous job by Brad. And thank you so much for doing this, Brad. It's great. We're having a wonderful time. I think I can safely speak for PB with that. It's a lot of fun. And I enjoy this very much. And I appreciate you. Thank you. I appreciate you, PB, for being my wonderful partner in crime here.
Ew, end the stream.
All right.